Hey everyone. So, a few people had asked me to show them the 8-piece Bella Vita, that today's special that I had gotten. They wanted to see it in action. So, this side of my face is done, obviously, and part of this is done. I wanted to pretty much show you what I did. There is the eye look. I did open her mascara because my Jordana Best Lash Extreme was drying out. So, I used all the products in here. This is the lip color, and let me swatch that for you. Really pretty. The color is called Kiss. It's kind of like a berry pink. I really like that. You know, I had time to play around with the products, so I'll kind of be giving you small little mini reviews so that we don't have a 3-hour long video. So, let me get started with the eye. Now, what I did was, I used, prior to the eyeshadow in the kit, I used Baked Impressions Eye Palette in Espresso Yourself. I had gotten this. It's all matte, and as you can see, this is truly loved. I had gotten this in another Today's Special probably about a year ago. And so what I'm going to do is I put this in my crease, but my eye is already primed, and this is the bad thing. I'm trying to find the brushes that you want to use. This is still available on QVC. This is all matte. That will be the color I'm using, which is a very light color. And then here is a medium color. And here's the darkest. It is actually very pretty. I think it's $30. But I had gotten this in a kit a while ago. So I'm just taking the lightest color, putting it on an E25 from Sigma into my crease. My eye is primed. It already has shadow on it. So I just decided to use this kind of as a transition, so my shadows, I didn't want it super dark all the way up at the top, so I put this in. This is actually really nice. This is one of the shadows that I used while I was working in hospice as an all-over lid color. It was just enough to not show my hood and have a blending color. Okay, so I don't have the brush that came in the kit. It's somewhere. But as I had told you, it has the sponge on the one side. Now the sponge would be fine. I'm using this color, which is the aubergine. I really enjoy this. The brush I wasn't crazy about. There was a sponge and then that slanted brush. I didn't feel like the slanted brush really would do anything. So my eyelid, I have it tight lined with the Laura Geller. Cut liner in black. It is called Blackbird, I think. Yes. This is in my tight line. And I will tell you that I feel like this is not the most superist. Do I make up words or what? Superist. It's not the deepest black. It has more of a hint of blue to it, in my opinion. It's still really nice, though. Because for me personally, with my eyes, I like more of a brown shade, different shades of brown on my eyes. But I just tight lined. I didn't use it as a liner on my lid, so I couldn't tell you how it wears. It does wear pretty good in the waterline though. So now I'm taking this color and applying it to my lid. As you can see, I have my tape, and that is to catch fallout, especially because I do have on concealer. So I'm just kind of packing this on. This really is a very, very, very pretty color, as you can see. It looks almost like it's coming off as a coppery color, kind of. So I'm kind of going a little bit above my crease into my real crease so that when I go to blend, and I do very thin layers. To me, it's just easier. I'd rather add than have to try to take away. Sometimes taking away, you could be there for days. So now I'm going to take my MAC 217 to blend this out. So I kind of start into my real crease, and if I feel like it's not dark enough or intense enough, I will go back in, but I'd rather start out with less. So I'm blending it right up into that crease color I had put up there. I was also going to do lashes, and then I just was like, I don't feel like it. So now I'm going to take the 217 and go back into the aubergine color. And I also kind of just go over my lid to make sure like everything is blended, nothing looks harsh, especially when you're using a very dark, intense color. And you could even just do like a transition color all of the eye, and then take the aubergine and kind of just put it on the lash line and smoke it out. That would be very pretty as well. So I wipe off my brush just so that I can really just make sure everything is blended. It's almost kind of like starting out with a clean brush. I like the eyeshadow. I can't say anything bad about it. I'm just going to take that off now. Oh, the new thing is my eyes started tearing now. So, now that I have sort of my eye done, I am going to go in with the Balance and Brighten. Now this I absolutely love. This is more like and every color, like if you get like whatever color, medium, tan, deep, they're all going to look different. These are baked on a terracotta pan. You're just going to get a different, but you pretty much wind up with the same. I'm putting it down here. There it is. And this one is in Fair. Don't ask me how I got Fair. I might have ordered it by accident. I seem to be doing that a lot lately, ordering things by accident. I'm taking an IT Cosmetics brush. I'm going into the product, tapping it off. What I do, you could wear this also as a finishing powder if you're wearing a BB cream and you don't feel like it's enough coverage. I really like how this sits on my skin. I have normal to dry skin. I don't have primer on my skin. This is my skin that is moisturized. That is it. I have concealer under the eye, which I don't go under the eye with this. I go under with a different powder. But, so I start usually like on my cheek, and I kind of just dab and press. But you're going to see that I eventually, so I'm kind of like pushing the color into my skin. And then I start to try to make this become one with my skin. Thin layers. That's what I could suggest with, and because my skin usually does not like mineral makeup. I tried Bare Minerals. I will tell you this, it worked. Bare Minerals worked out much better when they came out with the matte. And then I just this way and this way. That's on. So, I did find a use for this brush. I'm still not a fan of it, but I have the Bronze and Brighten, which this also will none look exactly the same because they're baked on a terracotta pan. So this is a very, very pretty bronzer. I like the way it comes off. If I wear this, I normally wear this at night. This does have like a shimmer and a sparkle, but not excessive sparkle, but enough that I would rather have it on at night so it doesn't look as obvious. So now I've even worn this as a blush. So I'm kind of just going in. So now, as you can see, it has a little bit of a glow. And I've worn this on its own. I've worn it as an eyeshadow too as well. I really do enjoy this product, the Bronze and Brighten. So, I thought because I already have a little bit of shimmer on my skin, I'd want to go in with a blush that has none. It's matte, and this is the Tarte Exposed. This was a small one I had. I have a backup of this. That's how much I like this. This is like a dusty rose color. It looks like nothing in the pan. That was everybody's thing. It looks like nothing, but everybody that uses it loves it. So, taking an e.l.f. brush and pressing, and then just and if you ever feel like, ooh, that's too much, you could always take your powder brush, and then it helps it to not look as harsh. So, for under my eyes, I do use powder to set my under eyes. I am using my Ben Nye powder. He's got a pink one, which I think is called Cameo, don't quote me, and a banana. I have both of them. I really enjoy them. So I'm using the pink to set my under eye for a little brightening. Oh. Yeah, just kind of, you know. Okay, now, I also have another one of Laura Geller's, her Baked Brulee Blush in Berry Cream. And this, I love this. This does have shimmer to it. So, because it has shimmer, I didn't want to put it on top of the Bronze and Brighten. And that's right up there. Very pretty color. I'm trying to give you little tips as I go. So, let me just line the underneath of my eye with the aubergine, very little. You know, I go only halfway because my eyes are tiny. This is a Smashbox brush from, like, I want to say like 10 years ago. It was funny too because my friend that I used to work with, she texted me and said, I have an event to go to, and you were the first person I thought of. I want you to do my hair and makeup. So I said, sure, no problem. You know, when is it? And she said Saturday. So thank God I asked her, what time is it at? So she says, oh, it's at 12. And she's telling me to come over at 10 or 11. I'm like, to do her hair and makeup. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not that good. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll be there at 10. Plus, I haven't seen her. So, you know, when you first, you know, you haven't seen somebody, you're like talking. And I'm going to do my brows very quickly. I can't say I have a brow routine. I just like to basically fill in the brows. This is Anastasia's. I love this. This is like, I will consistently buy this. This is in caramel. So I kind of just fill in the top and the bottom. Nothing extreme. I'm not a huge, it's just enough to fill in the patches of my brows. I don't like my brows being like bam in your face type of thing. Just enough so they don't look so patchy. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. This is a Shiseido eyelash curler from Sephora. I think when the VIB, I'll probably be buying a new one with a couple refill pads. Okay. Now, the mascara I do like. I did wear the mascara. I had a wake to go to on Thursday. So, I did wear this, and I like it. It's more, I would say, a lengthening than thickening. So if you don't like, if you like more of a thickening, I don't know if you'd like this. But for me, length is more important than the thickening. This is what the brush looks like. That was terrible. So it's not a typical brush. But I did notice that there was no flaking. It's kind of an in-between, I would say, between a wet and a dry, if that makes sense. It is a little wet. It does take my curl down just slightly, but, if I'm wearing false lashes, then it, honestly, for me, it doesn't matter. But I do like how I usually only do, it's rare if I do 2 coats, because then my lashes start looking really crazy. But I was looking at Joe 34576. She sells that Unique for your lashes, the mascara. So, Joe, if I want to buy another mascara, I may just purchase that one. So, this is the look. I do love, let me just put this on. This is the Ballerina, the Lace Illuminator. This is very pretty, but for me, I am using an e.l.f. the stipple. For me, this is very, I want to say glittery more than shimmery. So if you, I'm just going to, it's, so you could see, I personally love, from Laura Geller, her baked highlighter in French vanilla. Now this is my favorite. This looks like a powder, as you can see, but I'm going to put it on my hand, and then you'll be able to see how nice this illuminates. It's a different, it's much more subtle. Let's see. See how subtle it is? It's much more subtle. There's no glitter. Where I wasn't crazy about, I would use, if I'm going to use this, I would use that at night. Once again. Where, bright sunlight isn't hitting me. Overall, there are things that I really enjoy. The mascara, the lipstick, the eyeshadow, and the Balance and Brighten. I love this. The eyeliner is okay, and like I said, it is not, it looks dark, but it has a tinge of blue, I noticed when taking it off. I feel like the Mally or even the Jordana is better, but overall, I'm very happy with what I have. Like, I wouldn't return the kit. So, like, the highlighter to me is just too glittery. There's too much. If there was no glitter in here, I'd probably love it, but because there is glitter, I might try to use this as a shadow more than, or like, maybe in certain areas, maybe in the inner corners, than on my cheek. It does give a pretty shimmer. I mean, but if you like that, like I always say, makeup is subjective. So, I hope you all, there it is, enjoyed this quick little review demo. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.